Hi everyone, it's Yaz, and this is going to be my do-it-yourself tutorial for creating your own lip scrub at home. I've tried a few things over the course of the past year that I've picked up either at Sephora or at the company store and different places like that, that were lip exfoliants that either didn't work all that well for me or were just too pricey and I wouldn't want to be purchased. I basically got this idea from another video I found on here on YouTube when I was trying to do some research on some good exfoliating lip scrubs, and I've just sort of tweaked it a little bit to make it my own and work for me. So basically the idea behind the video that I found was to take like an old lip balm or any old lip product you had that maybe you didn't want to use or didn't work for you as a lip balm or as a chapstick, and you can use that as the base of your scrubs. She basically used a lip balm and some sugar and mixed it in a container. For me, the sugar and the lip balm or chapstick just doesn't work. It's not enough for me. I need something that has a little bit more extra moisture in it, and so I've added olive oil to the mix. That's the only difference. So I have these two old containers of this Hershey Sweet Milk Chocolate SPF 15 Sunscreen Lip Balm. I've purchased these forever ago from Sephora. They're not very, I do like it, it's not very convenient because you have to dip your finger in it. Where is it? There you go. As you can see, I kind of dug a trail in that one. And this one I haven't even opened up, and I'm not going to use it. I have tons of chapsticks that I love. I love chapstick. I love my EOS lip balms. This is just, it's not going to get used unless I use it like this. And I've actually done this do-it-yourself about 5 or 6 times with other chapsticks that I've had lying around that I just didn't use because I didn't like the way it worked on my lips. They weren't moisturizing enough, or I just didn't like the formulation. And this is really a great way to kind of make use of any old chapsticks and lip balms that you have lying around the house that you're not using. So instead of throwing them out or letting them sit and take up space, you can make use of them like this. It's perfect for that. So what you're going to need is your lip balms, chapsticks, whatever it is that you want to use, any lip product that you want to use for this. You're going to need your olive oil. You're going to need sugar. I'm using brown sugar. Mine is in this Tupperware container. You might need a spoon or a butter knife. You're also going to need an empty container. I'm using this one that held my Garnier Nutrice moisturizer. I really do like this moisturizer. And I love the container because it's glass. So I'm going to use this. So the first thing I'm going to do is scoop out the lip balm. I guess you could technically use a spoon. So I'm just going to scoop out the lip balm into my container. And I really do like this do-it-yourself because it makes use of something that maybe you just didn't like. It kind of allows you to give a second chance to a product that you didn't really like and you probably would not use because you don't like it. So this is a really great idea. I really do like this. The last thing I want to do is throw out a product that is pretty much unused, as this one is, completely unused. I don't want to throw it out just because I don't like it. I want to be able to use it. I paid for it already. So this is a great way to do just that. And I'm sorry if I get out of frame. It's kind of difficult to do this and look in my screen and see how things are going. So I'm going to try to keep it within the frame of the camera as much as I possibly can. So I'm just going to scoop all of my product out. And if you have like a lip balm that's like in a chapstick type tube, you can do the same thing. I like to use a toothpick to kind of dig into the tube itself once I've taken off whatever's on the top of the tube and get that extra little bit of product that's in there. So that's that. I have my lip balm completely depotted and in my glass container. I am now going to see about how much sugar I'm going to need. Now, every time I do this, it's a little bit different because I'm using a different product and a different amount of product. Every lip balm, as you know, chapstick, what have you, is not made the same. So depending on what you're using and how much you're using is how much sugar you're gonna need. And also depends on how, I guess, gritty you want it. I like mine to be pretty gritty, so I do like to put in quite a bit. So I'm gonna start out with putting in a teaspoon of brown sugar, and I'm gonna mix it up and kind of go from there. I'm definitely gonna need more than that because I use 2 containers of lip balm, so I'm gonna put 2 spoonfuls in here. That was about half a spoonful, so I'm gonna put a little bit more in there, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of the olive oil just right on top of there. And I really normally don't measure it out. I do like to have quite a bit of olive oil in there. I don't want to feel like my product is sort of just sticking to everything. I like for it to really move very well. So I do like to add quite a bit of olive oil. So this is just, you know, trial and error. And you're just going to try until you get the perfect consistency that you want. So I'm just going to keep mixing it. And, you know, as I use this, I will stick my finger in it and mix it around after a couple of days just to make sure I'm getting a really good mix of it. Because sometimes whatever you have like right in the middle doesn't get mixed as well as whatever's on top and on the bottom. So I do mix it like, you know, every time I use it pretty much I will try to mix it up a little bit better. It's mixing pretty well. So I can tell that it's not as gritty as I like it, and it's a bit too sticky, so I'm actually going to put in a little bit more of the sugar as well as the olive oil. So I'm going to take probably another spoonful of sugar and stick it in there. And as you do this, you know, a few times, you will pretty much figure out on your own how much of each product you are going to need in order to come up with your perfect lip scrub. So this is really great because you can really take this lip scrub and make it what you want. Make it as gritty as you want, as moisturizing as you want, as sticky as you want, if that's how you like your lip scrubs. It is totally and completely up to you. That's why I wouldn't even worry about exactly how much I put of this and how much I put of that. And try it out a couple of times. Like I said, I've done this sort of do-it-yourself project a couple of times. So I already know just by looking at what I'm mixing how I like it. You may have to, as you're going along and mixing and putting in different amounts, you may want to take some of it in your fingers and rub it in between your fingers to see how it feels, or you can even try it out on your lips and see how it works out on your lips. And if you need something that's a little bit more gritty, then you put a little bit more sugar. If you think you need a little bit more moisture, then you put a little bit more of the olive oil. So I really like mine to be kind of like a really nice paste and not too sticky. If you use just the chapstick and the sugar, it ends up being a little bit too sticky. I really do not like that. I like it to sort of slip on my lips and come right off when I wash it off and not have to like really rub out the chapstick. So I don't know if you can see very well from there, but that's pretty much how I like it. So I'm good with how this turned out. It's perfect to how I like it for me. And that is basically it. There you have your own lip scrub, and you didn't pay much for it. You use pretty much products that you already have at home. And I like that I can make pretty much a fresh batch of this stuff as often as I want. Depending on how much of the product I am putting in here, it can last anywhere from a week or at the most I think about a month. Like this one here is a pretty big container. This will probably last me about a month. And I use this one pretty much twice a day, and it doesn't feel like I'm over exfoliating. Some of the other ones I've tried, I felt that I couldn't use it twice a day because it was over exfoliating my lips, and I felt almost like once a day wasn't quite enough. So I've actually developed my own sort of formula that really works well for my lips, for my body. So I hope this video was helpful for you if you were in the need of a really good lip scrub. I really do recommend trying this out because, like I said, you can use products that you've just had lying around in the house and you haven't been using, and you can really customize it to your body, to your needs, and make it the way you want it. So I think it's a perfect way to exfoliate your lips. and it's not expensive. You're not spending $20 on a little tube of exfoliant. So that's it, everyone. This is my do-it-yourself, very simple lip scrub. If you do something similar at home, then definitely let me know, because I would like to hear about other ideas as to how to make this even better, or try other things that maybe are just maybe a little better, healthier for your lips. But this seems to work for me right now, so I'm pretty happy. But I would love to hear any other suggestions or ideas that are out there, so definitely let me know. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. As well as any comments, please feel free to leave them. I would love for you to comment, rate, and subscribe. And until my next video, I will see you all later. Bye, guys.